I transformed my office from this to this. So stick around and I'll show you how I did it. I built my office about 10 years ago, and as you can see, it looks old, tired, and messy. So I decided it was time for a makeover. The plan was to bring my gaming computer into this room, so I needed to lower the countertop. Since the countertop will be removed, I thought it would be a good time to repaint all the walls a dark gray color. I had to patch the drywall since I made a mess removing the countertop, but at least I was starting with a clean slate. Once the wall was patched, I added the first coat of paint, but the color was wrong. I had ordered a dark gray color, but when I painted it, it came out black. So I added some primer and ended up with this nice dark gray color that I was originally shooting for. Also, as you can see, I started adding the wall control units back onto the wall. Next, I put the shelves back and temporarily added the countertop to test its height and make sure I was happy with the placement. I permanently mounted the countertop and brought in the typical stuff that goes into my office. It's starting to look like an office again, but it's still a little messy. I didn't like the current containers that I had. I didn't like the fact that they were clear and you could see all my stuff. I needed a cleaner, sleeker look. So I went out and bought some black storage containers. These containers you can't see inside, and as a bonus, you can stack them on top of each other. Even though I put a lot of effort into the office makeover, it's still unorganized. But that's okay, since it's not 100% complete, and also it's a working office. I work on my hobbies in here on a daily basis, so it'll never be a pristine office just for show on YouTube. I wanted to be able to change the office lighting at the push of a button, so I bought some new LEDs. I got this Philips Hue gradient lamp, which is a great addition to the space, and I also got some under-counter lights, which I'll show you later in the video. Most of my clutter is on two sides of the desk. This is considered my charging station, so I need to put some thought into changing it up so that it's nice and organized. This corner is basically a catch-all. I don't have any plans to do anything with it because I believe the racing rig will block it. I ended up putting my computer under the countertop. I was going to mount it on the wall control shelves, but I didn't feel comfortable with hanging it on the wall. I'll keep it here temporarily just to test it out and see if I like its location. I still have to move the TV and its stand so I can bring in my racing rig. This is really the only place I can put it, so the TV and the stand have to go. I'm pretty excited to get the racing rig in this room, since I didn't like its last location near the cold and drafty door. So at this point, the office is basically complete. I have everything in its place and I'm really happy with how it came out. I added some of these wall control shelf guards to help hide some of my junk and to help hold things in place. I also have some extra wall control storage behind my monitor where I can hang stuff that I readily need available. These little red containers are great for organizing anything you need. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I installed these Philips Hue under-counter lights. These are actually the ones that are made for outdoors, but they were the only ones left at Best Buy, so I picked them up, and so far, they're really great. I really like how bright they are and how they light up the underside of the counter. As you can see, I still need to do some work on my cable management. The back corner is the worst, but I will set aside some time and neaten everything up when I get a chance. So finally, the racing rig is in place. I'm really happy with its location and how it fits. It doesn't take up as much room as I thought it would. This room is about 14 feet by 10 feet, so I still have plenty of room in the office. and it doesn't feel very cramped. My racing rig is based off a Playseat Evolution frame, and I built the base that the frame sits on. In the future, I plan on making some racing videos. So in order to do that, I mounted a DJI Osmo Pocket camera right at about the driver's head. I also have an Aputure light to help me see when the lights are off while racing. Well, that about wraps it up. So I'm really happy with how this project turned out. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you can, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.